this might be a long one. When I was in school, I was actually a good kid. I made good grades, and you know, I was easy on my teachers. I didn't give them a hard time, except for one teacher. We had this teacher, her, I won't say her name, but I was a senior in high school, and she taught physics, and I had her in physics class. Now the classroom was one of these long things. It was, I don't know, 20 or 30 feet long, and had lab tables, and the lab tables had, you know, a sink with a gooseneck faucet, and they had gas jets, and on the backside they had plugs, electrical plugs. So, and this teacher, she was a very nice lady. Don't get me, she was a very nice lady. But she had to be like 90. And physics is not like a really exciting class anyway. And she didn't help. And she had a voice like this. And, you know, everything she would say was like this. And oh my God. Listening to this for an hour a day in physics class was just, and you know, on top of that, the guy next to me in my lab table was kind of a cut up anyway. I wasn't really, but he was. But, oh my gosh. So, I apologized. I never apologized to her, and I should have, but we used to terrorize her. She'd be doing stuff up, especially when she had her back to us. That was a perfect time to do this. She'd be writing something on the blackboard. And at the time, they had, Wrigley had double mint, spearmint, and juicy fruit gum, right? You've probably seen this. It's sticks of gum, and they come in a pack. Well, at the time, the sticks of gum were wrapped in foil. So you could chew the gum and, you know, do things with the foil. Well, one of the things we used to like to do with the foil is fold it up and then stick it in the electrical outlets. And of course, every time you did this, it'd make this huge pop, right? So we're in the middle of class, she's writing something on the backboard, it's like, pop! In the back of the room. She's like, please, boys. That's what she said all the time. Please, boys. Oh, man. But and that was bad enough. We used to interrupt her all the time doing that, you know. And then she'd look at us, I'm like, huh? What? I don't know. She knew it was us, but anyway. But the worst thing that we used to do to her, we had these pens. I think in England they're called Biros or something. But anyway, they're Bic pens, Bic, B-I-C pens. And if you take the barrel, if you take the ink barrel out, you've got this plastic straw thing, right? So we used to chew up paper, and you know, maybe your kids shouldn't be watching this. We used to chew up paper and get it really juicy in our mouths, and then you could spit it through this pen, right? We were good at it. We were good. We were probably 15 feet away, 15, 20 feet away from her. Well, yeah, 15 feet. She'd be at the blackboard, right? Now remember, she's 90 years old or something, right? So she's writing on the blackboard. And we would get juicy bunches of, you know, juicy paper in these pens. And we would shoot them at the blackboard, and we got them there. We nailed that blackboard. And by the time they hit the blackboard, they were really juicy, right? So she's writing on the blackboard. She has no idea. And that's what was so funny. Because she was old, she's writing on the blackboard, and she's like, sink, you know, and they didn't make that much noise. So she, you know, it was maybe a little splat on the blackboard. But she just, keep going in her equations and stuff. Zing! Zing! And I hate to think what would happen like after class when she cleaned the board, like what happened here. And I know. I felt bad about doing it. At the end of the year, Did I apologize to her? I don't think I did. But anyway, I felt bad about it because it was the only teacher I ever did that kind of thing to. And she really was a nice lady. It's just that she was so damn monotonous. And please boys, every time we do anything, please boys. I just, oh God. And I'll tell you, there's another story about another teacher that we had. I didn't give her a hard time, but I had her for English in probably my junior year. And so this English teacher, she's up in front of the class one day and she's got a cardigan sweater on. She's giving us a lecture, she's explaining something, whatever. So and as she's talking, she's kind of like moving her shoulders around like there's something wrong, like something's crawling on her or whatever. So finally, she's doing this enough and we're all wondering what the hell's wrong with her. And she was old. She was, another one of these 60, 70-year-old ladies. So finally, she takes off her sweater, right? Did she take off her sweater? I don't know if she actually did take off her sweater. But the punchline was, she'd put her sweater on with the hanger in it. So the whole time, the whole day that she's got this sweater on, and obviously she'd come to school in it. She'd driven to school in it. She'd been given classes with her sweater on, and the whole time there's a hanger in the sweater. Oh my God. She finally figured this out, she finally pulled the hanger out. I'm like, what the hell's that? And we're rolling in the floor. So anyway, she was a nice lady, their class wasn't that bad, but so that's it. Rate, comment, and subscribe.